Hey guys, Mike Martinez, and today I want to talk about something I actually experienced just the other day. I was out doing a claim in my home state of New Jersey, actually in a town called Camden, New Jersey, which is a lower income area. And what was interesting was that the client had a well-known insurance company that had recently denied him his claim. They said, "Oh well, your claim doesn't qualify to be a claim, and we're denying you." What was interesting though was that several years ago, under the same insurance company, the same client attempted to do a claim, basically the same issue. It's a roof issue that's allowing water to enter the property, and the gentleman went and applied or started a claim, and they denied him back then. And the reason why they denied him back then was because they said you waited too long to claim. And so now you got additional damage. And, he didn't contact me the first time. I wish he would have. And now he's claiming. He says he got the work done on the roof and things were okay up until this new time where he's got, and now they're bringing it back to the old time. But he did do the repairs and he ended the damage. And for whatever reason, and here's what I'm going to tell you. A lot of times we are hearing this, we're seeing this, that the insurance companies are just putting out, claims indiscriminately. And they're telling people excuses, or they're giving them reasons that really just aren't valid. And so as an adjuster, as a public adjuster, my job is to help educate the homeowner so that they don't make these mistakes, so that they don't accept the lies that are being, perpetrated by the insurance companies when in fact they are eligible for a claim, when in fact, there's money available for the repairs that they should be getting. I mean, think about that. A few years ago, they denied him saying, "Hey, no, you're denied because you let the damage go on so long. Now it created additional damage. And, as your policy states," and it does, "that you have to rectify the damage as soon as you see it. You have to find a way to stop the damage from getting worse." But now he's going out there and he's at the beginning of the damage and he's attempting to get it repaired. And now they're saying, no, you still don't qualify. So there's a lot of stories going on, a lot of misrepresentation of what is going on. And people are believing it and people are losing out. These insurance companies are making billions and billions of dollars by denying people their legitimate right to claim a damage. So the reason why I want to bring this to your attention is, number one, if you have an issue, you have a situation right now, you still haven't contacted your insurance company, let me go over and no out-of-pocket cost to you. Let me review your policy and review your damage to see if you even qualify for a claim, right? I mentioned this a lot because a lot of people don't know, but every time you call and you give your name and your address, and they punch that in the computer, it automatically generates a claims number. And that goes on your history. And, if you get too many of these, even if you get paid or not, even if you don't get paid, they're going to keep that on your history. And it could be detrimental to you, right? So you want to make sure, you want to have all your ducks in line. Secondly, if you do go out there, 2019 statistics tell us 6 out of 10 claims were initially denied in the very first phone call. So a lot of people don't know why they're being denied, right? And A lot of times they don't even go to the property to see the extent of the damage, and they're telling the person, oh, it doesn't even meet your deductible. How would you know that if you haven't even gone to look at the property? And this is a common practice now, guys. The insurance companies are doing that. Some insurance companies, believe it or not, are asking you to show, to send them pictures of the damage, to live stream where the damage area is. That's not good enough. You got to be able to go there, measure things, look at damage physically, see what's entailed in repairing the damage. Because you know what? Here's the bottom line, guys. If you're in a room that has one wall of damage, just one wall, and that wall has trimming, it has crown molding, or it has trimming in the bottom, or it has both, that makes a major factor. So you might say, no, my damage is only 1.5 feet on the wall. And they may say, hey, you just got 1.5 feet of damage on the wall. That doesn't qualify for $1,000 deductible. But if you got something as simple as trimming, right? Now, if I pull the trimming out of that one wall, I'm probably going to have to pull the trimming out of the other walls. And now, when I pull the trimming out of the other walls, I'm probably going to mess up some of the paint, and I'm going to have to paint the other walls. What if, there's complications. There's certain things that complicate the process. And in that process, they're not volunteering this information, just so that you know. But in the process, there are little price values for all of those things, right? How much does new trimming cost? Do you know right offhand? You probably don't, right? How much does it cost to have a carpenter put in new trimming for the cutting and the measuring and the proper installation? You probably don't know that. This is where a public adjuster comes in and can help you in deciphering whether your claim is valid, number one, and whether your claim does meet your deductible over and above the point where now it makes sense for you to do that. And we do that. We'll advise you as to whether it does make sense for you. So to me, it's a no-brainer why a person, it doesn't make sense to me why a person would not call in a public adjuster and say, hey, come and review this stuff for me, right? Because there's no out-of-pocket cost. Why would you not do that? Why would you just accept what the insurance company is telling you? Here's the bottom line, guys. The insurance company their profit model is based on them collecting premiums, not them paying out. Payments don't help, right? They are out there to collect money through the premiums and to disperse that to the company, to the investors, to the people that sell the policies, not to the homeowners in claims. That puts them in a different position, right? So who do you want to trust? Do you want to trust a company that has a vested interest in keeping their money, or do you want to have a public adjuster whose main idea is, how can I help this homeowner? How can I advocate in behalf of this homeowner? That's what public adjusters are. We are advocates for homeowners. And if a lot of times we just get hooked up with the idea that the customer service guy in our insurance company answers the phone so sweetly and so nicely, and, oh, Mr. Johnson, I could see that you've been with us for 11 years. Let me start by saying thank you very much. Right? Have you heard that? Right? You call them up, and the first thing you got to note is that everything is being recorded. They're recording the conversation. But immediately they punch in your name and number. Number one, you generate a claim number, and then they go out there and they do something to lower your resistance, to make you feel like, oh, this guy's a great guy, man. He's going to help me. And then all of a sudden they say, you don't even meet the deductible. So I'm sorry, thank you, but, right? So you get denied. Bottom line is, public adjusters are advocates for homeowners. So if you have a claim right now pick up the phone, give me a call. If you have had a claim over the last 12 months and you were denied or you were underpaid or you think you were, give me a call. Let me look at your paperwork. Let me see what your policy looks like. Let me see what your claim entailed, and I'll be able to see if you left any money on the table. And if you did, we can reopen that claim and help recover some of those funds. So again, my name is Mike Martinez. I am a licensed and bonded public adjuster. My home state is New Jersey, but I'm licensed in several different states. And I may be able to help you. Can't guarantee that because every case, every claim is a different situation. But I can guarantee that we will fight very aggressively for you to make sure you get everything that you have coming to you according to your policy. So pick up the phone, give me a call. Don't just accept that you are denied, that you don't have a claim. Let us look at that in depth and see if we can help you. Mike Martinez, speak to you soon.